Welcome back to Sunrise Daily, continuing our focus on this change mantra as has been launched by the president and was a lot, I guess, in Abuja. Agbe?
Yes, thank you, Chamberlain. Mr. Nya Etok is still here with us, and we were exploring, how you were talking about how the opposition and, whether this was going to be a Nigerian message or an APC message. Don't you think that year in, year out, every administration has that challenge, to make other parties or to even make, issues less politicized than they should be, to actually make something national rather than just something that the party has come up with?
I'll tell you this. People have failed to realize that there is a man called the national chairman of a party. His intention, his game plan, his ambition, and his expectation is to build his party. Then there's a man called the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The first orientation he must have is that he's not the chairman of the party. He is a father of the nation. So his attitude, body language, must be that which makes every Nigerian, irrespective of political affiliation or these or that, to feel that this is my father, to have that buy-in. Now, Mr. President, with all due respect, really has to go back and look at what I've just said. Am I the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, which includes the 15 million people that voted for me and the 12 million people that did not vote for me? When you know that you are representing the 12 million people that did not vote for you, you are careful not to castigate that which they believe in.
Well, Mr. Nya Etok, if I could jump in here.
It's a different party.
Well, when you say... just a minute. When you say that, I hope you can hear me. When you say how many political party chairmen were present in that hall, but the flip side of it is that if that were the case, if you had a lot of them present in that hall, you'll also have the possibility of losing some Nigerians who will tell you, oh, another political or politician's jamboree, and you know how some Nigerians feel about politicians. So you could also lose them in that breath. What happens when that happens?
No, you could never lose them. You could never lose them because they want to see Nigeria agenda, Nigeria program. They want to see political parties. They want to see the organized private sector. They want to see the media. They want to see the religious organizations. They want to see the tribes and tongues. They want to see Nigeria. They don't want to see APC. If it's APC, then that's your program.
That representation was important at that launch.
Extremely. It was symbolic. This is a national program. We've not really bought the psychology and the philosophy of nationalism and patriotism. You must understand that before you have a program, people are watching. Is this for APC? I must kill it. Is it for Nigeria? We must build it.
But, I mean, it's not in the interest of any party to kill this, because if you look at it, they have said, I think it was the president who said that this is not something that they hope to achieve within the administration or within, how many years. And this is something
that's
that
not what he said. No.
You
see, I took time to listen to the statements he made. I took time to watch his body language. I took time to look at the structure. I took time to analyze because it's a message that's so important to me, absolutely important. The first thing he said was that, you see, this is not like a dash, it's going to be a marathon that will last the lifespan of this administration. You could never make such a statement.
Lifespan of I thought it was past this administration.
No. He said that will last the lifespan of this administration. I listened to it.
I'm sure that I will have to listen
maybe we'll go and listen again to that. And I thought that was a strategic error. No, it's not about the lifespan of this administration. It's a message that, you see, the problem
you agree
why
that this is a marathon.
It's a marathon.
And that if, they're able to make, perhaps sow the seed, other governments
that
will
must
be able to profit
surpass the lifespan of even this administration. That should have been the language. Because it's something that, it's national, it's Nigeria, it's not party. So the first thing is, you should have told us, first step, this is what I am doing, this is a sacrifice I'm doing. That's number one. Number two.
In conclusion now,
Yes.
because it was in that all of that is in the past.
Yes.
How do we move forward from here and get Nigerians to...
I'll tell you how we move forward from here. The very first thing is we must realize that you don't throw away the baby with the bathwater. It's an amazing message. We need it. That's number one. Number two, every party should go back and Nigerians should make demand of every party. What's your change agenda? What's your change program? What's the Greater Nigeria project? What's your constitution saying? How are you willing to change your constitution to ensure that there's no imposition? Because that's the beginning of the problems. How are you laying premium on excellence rather than on prebendalism, which I think the media should really, really take on that word and make it a national mantra. Prebendalism, having a right to national resources for your own group or ethnic tribe or religious affiliation, having access to that for your own good. The Nigerian project, the Nigerian resources should be for Nigerians. How do we get Nigerians to see Nigeria as their own? It's called patriotism, and you don't legislate it.
Mr. Nya Etok, I think that will be a lovely place to leave it. Thank you so much for coming on Sunrise Daily. We've been speaking to Mr. Nya Etok, who is the National Chairman of the Young Democratic Party. Sunrise Daily will continue in just a moment. Do join us again.